Yesterday at the city council meeting, one of the things they were talking about was Mayor Mitch Landrieu's NOLA for Life program. That's all of the feel-good social, the midnight basketball. Let's throw them a basketball. Let's teach them to swim if they're out there shooting and killing each other. They were questioning where some of the money was going from NOLA for Life, who's in charge, that kind of thing. Here's the NOLA for Life. Here's a lot of the programs that Mitch...
We also launched Ceasefire New Orleans, Operation Full Circle, Save Our Sons, Project Safe Neighborhoods. It's called NOLA for Life, the mayor's strategic command to reduce murders. Then we doubled the funding for recreation. We committed over $100 million to new parks and playgrounds, opened and renovated 10 parks, 12 pools, from 4 to 34 kiddie camps, over 52,000 hours of swim lessons to the people of the city of New Orleans. Midnight basketball.
So we're the murder capital of the country, and I know Mitch's heart's in the right place, but one of his answers is stop these young black guys from running around the city shooting and killing each other. Teach them to swim. Throw them a basketball.
The new Jim Crow lives through 99.5.
Sounds like it lives through the city hall at the office over there. Got young black guys who are out of control. Here, play ball, swim. Well, get into a classroom. What that? So anyways, the best part of every city council meeting is the end, when everybody there has 2 minutes to get in front of the microphone and make their points. And if you've listened to the show, going back to pretty much day one, we've always played a lot of the audio from the city council meetings. Heck, that's how I met Sandra 18-Wheeler Hester, and we've become friends.
I don't know what your problem is, Miss Medora, but I'm not one of your children either.
Excuse me.
I'm probably old enough to be your mother.
Now I'm in the chair again. Excuse me. I'm not going to tolerate these type of discussions.
Oh, Daddy. Go put me over his knee and spank me, huh?
Ms. Hester, we're not going to...
54 pounds if you think you man enough to put...
And so those are good memories. Can you pass me the tissue? I'm starting to well up. Those are... So my point is, with these city council meetings, no matter what's on the docket, they could be talking about garbage. They could be talking about anything. Doesn't matter what month, what year. It's the same thing. Here's a quick montage of what some of the people were saying when they got their 2 minutes to speak at the end.
This city is safe. Come here. We got 200 Negroes dying here. Come here. It's safer.
But if you put a tuxedo on a gorilla, that doesn't make him a gentleman.
The class as reflected now is predominantly European white American.
If I don't have any value on my life, your life don't mean a plug nickel to me.
We're improving our shared spaces. We're working together as a community.
Is it a program that's designed around managing symptoms, or is it solutionary in its inception and its execution?
It is not an individual problem. It is a collective problem.
But white folks can't help us to solve our problem. We got to solve our own problem. So basically, it's just like in the city of New Orleans. We have a murder rate where African-American men...
None of them damn programs going to work until y'all get this dope out this community.
Practice all kinds of corruption and racism.
There should be more Spanish people in the class, and there should be more Asians.
I start giving them Jolly Ranchers.
There's a basketball court that I pass by every day for work, and every day there are probably 20 or 30 young men out there playing basketball.
So I have started a program which is called Defeating the Odds. You can't pull no hook, wank, and bamboozle Reverend Brown.
I'll do my best not to do that. Thank you.
So it's the same crowd. And again, I don't know what my favorite part of that was. The guy who wanted to give out Jolly Ranchers, or a Reverend...
I start giving them Jolly Ranchers.
Or Reverend Raymond Brown. If he's a friend of the show, I like Reverend Brown. We've had him on before. And right at the end, he said, "Don't you try to bamboozle Reverend Brown." And the city councilwoman said, "I'll do my best not to bamboozle you, Reverend Brown." It's the same crew. You're always going to have a reverend of some sort. You're always going to have a guy in a dashiki. You're going to have at least two black guys with Muslim-sounding names. And you're usually going to have one woman whose heart bleeds. And that's the one you heard who said she drives by the basketball court and there's always 20 or 30 guys playing ball. This is it's unbelievable. Something we did notice at the hearing is that NOLA for Life costs millions and gives much of that out in grants. So we had some people with nonprofits up there yesterday trying to get their hands on a grant. We should have tried to get a grant for Pencils for Poor People. That's the official nonprofit of the John Osterlind Show. Pencils for Poor People, because I think if more poor people had pencils, we wouldn't have as many poor people. Because even though we admit we are a shady nonprofit, We couldn't be any worse than this guy. Here's Lewis Harding.
I say I stayed in first grade so long, the teacher husband thought I was going with her. I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old and still in fifth grade.
Are you going to give a grant to that guy? Now, look, I respect Mr. Harding. He's 16 years old. He's in fifth grade. At least he didn't quit. At least he didn't give up. I respect him. Plus, he had to be the coolest kid in class. He was the only one that could drive. But are you going to give a grant to that guy? Here's a bag of money. Take it.